He's having a little water. Wow, look at these sunflowers already and zinnias. They're so big.
Well, I'll go down here. I'll leave some.
Okay, do you want these clippers right here? Do you want these clippers?
Have you got
You might not need them, but if you get a tough one to get off. Oh, these tomato plants are getting huge. These plants are like 12 feet tall. I'm out harvesting the tomatoes with Nana this evening in the garden. I think we're gonna try to get some preserving done tomorrow. I have a lot of peppers, so I'm gonna make something with those. And I figured while I was at it, we could go ahead and do another batch of salsa. Gross, the inside of this is like completely rotten. Oh, there's a worm in there, that's why. Oh well, happy for the chickens. Oh goodness. You'll see this big riding spider right there on those plants. I definitely don't want to stick my hand in that. Oh, look at this. This is my first heart-shaped tomato this year. So cute. Yeah, Nana, I don't think there's a whole lot out here. I know there's a lot in the back.
Oh, back there?
Oh, in the high tunnel.
Is that where we're going?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you got some good ones.
One up at the house.
Yeah, they're called riding spiders or orb weavers. Charlotte's Web spiders. Yeah, Baker Creek, the seed company, did a video showing how you could pick these on the Malabar spinach and saute them like young asparagus spears. They taste pretty good.
Put them in a salad.
They're really tasty. The leaves do get a little bitter once it starts flowering. You know, my tomatoes are usually dead by this time of year. We don't have to pick all these right now. I want to get all the big ones out of the back, but I'll pick this one and eat it.
Me too.
These little orange ones are so sweet. They taste like, I mean, they are fruit, but they taste like sweet like fruit.
We won't be hungry.
I spoil my dinner eating tomatoes regularly. There are just so many of them and they're so good.
Could have a feast out here.
You could have a feast out here. All right, we have a lot of tomatoes to pick back here. So I haven't harvested back here for a few days and the tomato plants are loaded. So we're gonna pick the hybrids first and I'm gonna weigh them and then we'll move over and get the others. Now you can see even my plants in the high tunnel are starting to just show some sickness, little crispiness, yellowing.
Oh,
so this is a hybrid variety. That's why they all look so pretty and uniform.
so beautiful. The color red.
Yeah. That's a pretty basket of tomatoes right there, isn't it? Beautiful. So I've still been weighing my harvests here. And I just have to do them in little batches because the scale doesn't hold very much. And hoping to get kind of a comparison between these hybrids and heirlooms. So that was 8.2 pounds that we just picked out of that bed. 8.2 pounds. Now let's see what the heirlooms give us. You can see here my plants are kind of starting to fall over.
Oh yeah. This one is really bad, so we won't do that.
Oh yeah, I'll take that back to the pigs.
Okay.
I may weigh it just so I know how much came off of it, but we don't have to take that in the house. So I'm weighing as we're picking. It's okay, I'll come grab them. It's okay, I'll come grab them. I dropped 2 a second ago, so I had a suspicion that this might happen. And I told you guys this when we started this experiment. Because at first it appeared, you got it? I'll get them. Yeah, I'll get them. At first it appeared that the hybrids were beating the heirlooms bad. And it looked like they were gonna outproduce them. But I noticed that the heirlooms, the climbing triple crops, were bigger than the Jetstar hybrids. And though they were coming on slower, they were coming on heavy. And we're not even done weighing this harvest because we ran out of basket space. And I'm up to 15 pounds already. And Nana probably has another 5 pounds in her arms. That's a lot. There was 20.6 pounds of tomatoes that we just harvested, climbing triple crops out of the heirloom bed, and 8 pounds out of the hybrid bed. Now, I haven't totaled up the numbers from both beds yet, but I wouldn't be surprised now that these are producing. Now, they're both still flowering. They could last, but these still have a ton of big green fruit on them. So though they took a lot longer, we're looking at a very similar production. I think it's gonna come out pretty neck and neck. That is nuts. Look, and Nana's got a big heavy basket too. This is heavy. That's a lot of tomatoes.
We need a car.
Yeah, we do.
We need Don's Jazzy.
We need Don's Jazzy. We need Poppy's Jazzy.
In the back. Nice go.
Yeah, I didn't realize we had so many to pick. And here, Sweet Maya was worried that we weren't gonna have enough tomatoes to make his salsa.
He's gonna have to have help.
I know. It says.
It's gonna be funny. Turn it on.
Yeah.
Hey,
I think you have enough for your salsa.
Holy cow! The salsa will be made. Let me get that. How can you even carry that?
Hey, Mom.
What, babe? It's the next morning. We did our live video last night right after harvesting all those tomatoes, and I'm about to pull some brunch out of the oven and then go back out to the greenhouse and get the rest of the tomatoes because we ran out of space last night. All right, so let's pull this out of the oven. I'm excited to show this to you. Maya, look. Isn't that pretty? Too tomatoey for you? So this is basically, these are galettes, but sort of like a tart, and it has ricotta. This one's a little runny. I salted these tomatoes to get some of the liquid to run off of them and just let them sit, but then I used ricotta cheese, which has kind of a higher moisture content. So it's just puff pastry with some ricotta and Parmesan, some caramelized onions, and then on top of that a layer of tomatoes and some herbs and stuff, some garlic. Tuck the puff pastry over the edges. Of course it fell back some, but these are tomatoes that we picked yesterday. Looks pretty good. You coming, Toby?
Yep.
All right, Toby, you ready to come pick these?
Yep.
All right. All right, now watch out for spider webs because there are quite a lot of them out here.
Like banana spiders?
Yeah, like this.
Are they banana spider? Are they poisonous?
I don't know if that's what they're called. I know.
No, I know they're called banana spiders.
Oh.
Are they poisonous?
No. Well, I mean, it would probably feel like getting stung to get that by them. They won't like kill you or anything. All right. Well, just hold the basket.
And you'll pick?
Yeah.
Look at that one up there. That looks pretty nice.
Still got quite a few out here.
Nice bite.
That does. Oh, these blue beauties are really pretty. That's nice, huh? I think these tomatoes are going to come out fairly soon to make room for the next wave of things in the high tunnel. Wow, some of these plants are almost to the ceiling. Those plants are maybe 24 inches away from the ceiling. That is crazy. Yeah, Toby, we underestimated the basket again.
Yeah.
You know, I'm out here picking these today because last night when Nana and I came out here, there was way more than our baskets could hold. Hey, it's a good problem to have, I think. I've learned a lot about growing in high tunnels this year. And I want to try next year doing some of the lower and lean method of tying them up. Here, hold this, baby. I knew that we would eventually get to that. The reason I didn't rush to do it this year was because we built this. I mean, and it was time to grow as soon as it was built. And I just didn't want to change that many things at once. I wanted to slowly make changes. And so we put the cattle panels up in here, and we'll still use some cattle panels, but next year we probably won't do it quite like this. I definitely want to try lower and lean. Overall though, I would say that our first year growing through the summer in a high tunnel has been a great success. We've gotten so much food out of here. Like last night we harvested 30 pounds out of here. today, this basket, what we've just pulled out here. And so just to get like 50 to 60 pound harvests twice a week, which is basically what's been going on, that's really good. I mean, we've gotten a lot of food out of here, and the peppers have done wonderfully. And I'm really, really excited about growing through the fall and the winter as well. Oh, there's still a tomato in my lap. Here, Toby, grab that one and hold it, the one in my lap. Okay. When we jumped into this, we knew we were gonna be learning as we went, but it's from Grower Solution. It's a 24 by 60 high sidewall for those of you who are new here. And we have a 48% shade cloth, I think is what's on it, which came from the same place. And the idea was to be able to grow through the summer with less harsh sun, and it's worked, obviously. You know, one thing that I really love about gardening is the fact that if you enjoy being a student and learning, there are so many opportunities to just have a lifetime of that with gardening. I mean, I know pretty well how to garden at this point. There are a lot of things that I have my way of doing them. They're sort of autopilot for me. And, you know, I haven't been gardening for a super long time. You know, I'm only 34, and I've only really had an interest in growing stuff for about the last 10 years. And so it's cool to me that though I'm looking at the next, you know, 50 years of life, hopefully, and, you know, I hope to be able to be growing in some capacity for the rest of my life. There are always ways to like mix it up. There are always ways to stretch yourself and try new things. And like growing in the high tunnel this year, it was like, okay, we're gonna try something completely new that we've never done before. We came in, we put up the cattle panels, and we're like, we're just gonna move what we do outside in here and try it. And now I can change things, I can try new methods. That's exciting to me. And not only is it an amazing classroom, I like to learn things, don't we? We like to be curious. We applaud curiosity here.
I'm more curious of animals.
Yeah, Toby's very curious of animals, and we applaud curiosity. Like, that's something that we think is very, very valuable, and I love to encourage that in my kids. And so, like, Toby has a lot of questions about animals, and he likes to research and learn different things about animals. It's just exciting to get to have this continual classroom, and you get tomatoes, right?
Yeah. That heavy?
No, it's good. I also need to harvest peppers, but I'll just do that later. I want to make some cowboy candy, but I'll share that with you guys.
Cowboy candy?
Yeah, that's those candied jalapenos. And hopefully we will have our plug sorted out for our freeze dryer today. We had to order a special part for it, and I'll be taking it on its maiden voyage soon. Thank you guys for hanging out with us today. We bless you. Until next time.